EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, Ken. Check.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I don't think you got it, son.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. A gain of 22.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. They run. Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Elliott breaks the tackle. Now with Alley. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 73 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the ground with a tight end. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Check, walk to the door. Hey, 382, hey, 50. Check 3. Listen to me.
On play action, Cousins. Flush to his right. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the
Throwing, Cousins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Hey, check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50. Come on. Zebra.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Switch. Through.
3rd and long for Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 53 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Danny. Hey, watch it. Hey, kill.
Throwing, Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on it a little bit more.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On second down, it's Cook, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ricker. Hey, over. 50. Where's that?
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Eluding the pressure right. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Vikings on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. 480. Here we're going to 53. 54. Too little, Captain. Go. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, kill. 26.
Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And that's Elliott, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Hey, switch gears.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Jason Garrett's going to lead the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Here we go, 46.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 45 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to find Diggs. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
First down, Minnesota.
Cousins now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And Diggs has it.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. Let's get it.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run with Elliott. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They go to Elliott again. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 27 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
Now Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Slam. Begin.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check. Watch 54. I'm here all day. Kill. 47. Hey, 47. Go. 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D. Same. Here we go. Go to 54. Line in. Under crunch. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's Elliott. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yo, Trip is here, baby. Yo, Trip is here.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Here we go, 46. Check. 26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
26.
Prescott to throw it. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 1st down, here's Cousins. Flushed out right. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They run it again with Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Mike 55. Check 55. Hey, Wahoo!
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A toss to Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Watch it, quick, watch it. Can't. 6-6, pull it hard. Wait, hot. Check 99, check 52.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Check 24, check 24, check 37,
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
I know, easy.
4th down, Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Watch by 4. Come on.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Check, watch 54. Kill.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Here we go, 46.
Here's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 27, Mike 27. Go. Go.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
I'm here. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
Switch.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away, because danger lurks everywhere you turn.